Hello dear friends, welcome to PharmaGrid. Let's begin with today's KAPS recall session. Question number 51. A patient with Addison's disease treated with hydrocortisone is experiencing dehydration and hyponatremia. So which drug is best to add to the patient's therapy? Options are dexamethasone, fludrocortisone, prednisone and triamcinolone. So all these are corticosteroids. So among these options is dexamethasone, prednisone and triamcinolone are glucocorticoids. Fludrocortisone is a mineralocorticoid. Okay, so here the correct answer is option B, that is fludrocortisone. Why? Because fludrocortisone has the greatest mineralocorticoid activity of the agents provided. Mineralocorticoids help to control fluid status and concentration of electrolytes, especially sodium and potassium. Then what is this Addison's disease? Addison's disease, also known as primary adrenal insufficiency or hypoadrenalism, is a rare disorder of adrenal glands. Addison's disease develops when the outer layer of the adrenal gland, that is the adrenal cortex, is damaged and thereby reducing the levels of hormones it produces. So mainly hydrocortisone is used as a hormone replacement therapy in case of such patients. Question number 52. Which among the following drugs is a prodrug? The options are famciclovir, penciclovir, acyclovir and foscarnet. So all these options belongs to antiviral drugs. So here the correct answer is option A, that is famciclovir. Famciclovir is a prodrug of penciclovir. So what is this prodrug? A prodrug is an inactive form of a drug that is converted to pharmacologically active drug within the body by metabolic processes. The prodrugs are used to overcome pharmaceutical and or pharmacokinetic barriers of drugs that would otherwise limit their therapeutic usefulness, such as toxicity, lack of delivery to the site of action, poor stability and poor absorption. So famciclovir is a prodrug that is metabolized to the active penciclovir. Hence came the answer A, option A. So in this slide, you can see list of prodrugs and a mnemonic, which is very easy to remember the list of prodrugs. The mnemonic is all prefer doing MD in clinical subjects. So in the all, A stands for AC inhibitors. All AC inhibitors except captopril and lisinopril are prodrugs. Then prefer, P stands for prednisone, proton pump inhibitors and proguanil. And in the doing, D stands for dipivefrin. M stands for mercaptopurine, methyl dopa and minoxidil. D stands for levodopa, that is dopa. Okay, so in I stands for irinotecan, and in the clinical C stands for cyclophosphamide, clopidogrel and carbimazole, and in the subjects S stands for sulfasalazine. So the mnemonic is all prefer doing MD in clinical subjects. Question number 53. Drug of choice for treatment of hyperlipidemia in patients who cannot tolerate statins. The options are niacin, ezetimibe, cholestyramine and cholestyramine. Normally, the drugs used for the treatment of hyperlipidemia are HMG coenzyme reductase inhibitors, also known as statins. Examples include atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, simvastatin, lovastatin, pitavastatin, etc. Then niacin, fibrates, which include gemfibrozil, clofibrate, fenofibrate, then bile acid sequestrants such as cholesevelam, cholestyramine, cholestyramine, and cholesterol absorption inhibitor. The example include ezetimibe. So here the correct answer is option B, that is ezetimibe. It is a cholesterol absorption inhibitor. It blocks the body's ability to actively transport cholesterol from food as well as cholesterol that the body produces internally. It lowers LDL cholesterol levels by 20 to 25% and has relatively few side effects. It is usually prescribed in combination with a statin, but it is also used alone in patients who cannot tolerate a statin. Next question. Ceftriaxone should be taken with caution in which of the following conditions? The options are renal impairment, hepatic impairment, old age, and meningitis. So ceftriaxone is a third generation cephalosporin. This drug has the longest half-life of any cephalosporins, that is 6 to 8 hours, which permits once a day dosing. High levels of the drug can be achieved in blood and CSF, so it is used in the treatment of meningitis. Here the correct answer is option B, that is hepatic impairment. The ceftriaxone is mainly excreted through the bile into feces and therefore is frequently employed in patients with renal failure. So it should be used with caution in patients with gallbladder, biliary tract, liver or pancreatic disease, and patients with a history of penicillin hypersensitivity. Question number 55. What is the onset of action of formoterol, a long-acting beta agonist bronchodilator? The options are 2 to 3 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. Here the correct answer is option A, that is 2 to 3 minutes. Formoterol is an innovative, highly potent beta-2 adrenoreceptor selective agonist combining the clinical advantages of rapid onset of action with a duration of action in excess of 12 hours. So what is the difference between this onset of action and duration of action? Onset means the time at which a particular drug produces its action, and the duration means how long the produced action of by the particular drug will sustain. So in this question, the onset of action of formoterol is 2 to 3 minutes, that is rapid onset of action, and the duration of action will be 12 hours. So with this question, we will wind up today's session. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. Let's see in the next video discussion.